and welcome to another episode of the Discmaniacs podcast. This week's cast is brought to you by Discmania and Latitude 64.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Discmaniacs podcast. Thank you all who have been listening so far and being patient as we get out back into a regular schedule. Actually, I guess not really back into one, but in a regular schedule in general. Just to update you guys, we're going to be dropping a new episode every 2 weeks. So that's twice a month. We're going to have a brand new episode out there on your usual podcast listening stations, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. So look forward to that. I'm excited to continue this and grow it even bigger and better. And I'm excited that my two co-hosts are on board for this journey. Welcome back, yes, Tyler and Jaime.
Hello.
What up?
So, guys, it's been a while. We just, out of full disclosure, we did try to record another episode last week, but then my recording software was crashing, and we had all kinds of technical difficulties on my end. So, but I'm excited to kind of revisit maybe a couple of little topics we talked about and just kind of let the people know what you guys have been up to over the last couple months through the winter season. So yeah, I guess, Jaime, can you just give us a brief summary, like what's been going on for you lately in the disc golf world?
Well, in the disc golf world, it's also my job, so everybody also knows that. But I also got promoted recently, so I am now the warehouse manager at Discmania.
Nice.
I'm also PGA current, signed up for 3 tournaments, so I feel good about that. Also, Tyler signed up for some tournaments that I'm signed up for. Not looking forward to that because Tyler's a good player, but I'm gonna try my best.
You're playing
just some
open, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
nice.
No offense, but if I play advanced, I'm just playing for plastic. I don't need plastic,
True. Might as well go all in.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
These days, you never know.
Yeah, so my 948 rated self is going to go and try to beat some 1,000 rated players, obviously.
Heck yeah.
But I'm going to try, yeah. And so I'm excited for that. That's pretty much been it. It's been safe, staying away from COVID.
Nice, yeah. As many of us are.
Or trying.
Yeah, exactly. Cool, man. So, yeah, Tyler, what's the last few months been looking like for you?
Well, staying away from COVID as well. Been working from home primarily. And getting golf in when I can, but it's been freaking cold here. Haven't played in like 2 weeks. I picked up my putters today and felt like a foreign object in my hands. Don't like that. But I actually got promoted I got promoted at work, and I got promoted with the Latitude team. I am on the tour team now.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exciting.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, so other than that, just going to the gym. I got my car out of the shop today and didn't have a car for the last 2 weeks, so finally got to go to the gym again today. Felt great.
It's like
nice.
being 14 all over again, huh?
I was kind of going crazy being locked in the house.
Yeah, we had a bunch of snow up here by me, so I kind of feel those vibes a little bit. It's barely melting off.
Dude, it's been brutal. It was like in the negatives last week and this week.
So you just been at home throwing your putters, or?
No, doing nothing. Just sitting here. Going stir crazy. Hey, I replaced my flooring, house projects. They never end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if nothing else, the mental game should be on point with all that rest. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Body's feeling fresh.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Yeah, pretty similar story for me too. I've been actually playing a lot more disc golf than I thought I would over this winter season, especially up in the Portland area over here. It can be tough to get out and play, especially in the winter months. So yeah, so I've been pretty fortunate that the weather's been nice, despite the snow over the recent little period. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. One of my friends, he got into disc golf really heavily over the last year, and yeah, I'd say about a year, maybe 8 months. And
Okay.
me and him have been playing a pretty short course that I think I've talked about a couple times on here. That's just pretty close. It's like 5 minutes from my house, like 2 minutes from his house. So I've always felt like a big part of my game that I tend to gather strokes on is just putter approaches, even mid-range approaches and drives. Because, starting out, it's just so much fun to develop your long drives, do different flight shapes and try to throw
True.
further and adjust your form so it's a little smoother and all that stuff. And for me, at
Like
least,
how short is the course we're talking? Like,
most of the holes are less than 300 feet for sure. Some are like 200, 210. I think there's one actually, it's super downhill, so it makes it at least a little bit of a challenge, but you're literally throwing the putter. Like, I'm not even jump putting. Like, you're basically just putting at it.
Nice.
okay,
Yeah.
we have a course like that over here too. It's called the Port,
Yeah,
and
a good one.
it's a good one. Yeah, it's just fun to go there and just throw your putter.
Yeah.
It's an important part of the game.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like pretty much there's two longer holes that a driver is. There's one for sure that a driver is necessary. The other one you could probably just roll like a mid range or something. But there's at least two holes where you can open up. But for the most part, yeah, even when I'm throwing my mids, I'm thinking to myself, I should probably be able to throw a putter on this one, But that's a constant struggle, I feel like, especially playing with really high skilled players. You always see them throw, a rock where you're throwing, a destroyer or DD3 or something, or they're throwing a wizard when you're throwing like a rock 3 or an MD3 or something like that. So trying to get to that point, I think is a life mission that I'm starting to embark on this winter.
Nice.
So
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, along with that, it's just obviously pointing out like a lot of form stuff, especially on mids and putters, just trying to slow down, try to figure out how to put more spin on the disc instead of just trying to yeet the thing as hard as I possibly can.
Here we go.
Yeah, right. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going there.
You don't know where it's going, throw it hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
My dad always said that.
Excellent advice. Everyone who's a beginner should always think that way, for
Yeah,
sure.
perfect.
But yeah, so just been doing a lot of that. Luckily, with just playing more often, the putt's feeling more natural. I know when our last few episodes we did, I was really trying to focus on my putts and make them feel more natural. And just the more I play on a regular basis, the more I realize that, for me at least, putting at home, I'm always going to be in my head trying to think, oh, that time I spend it a little too much, or oh, my when I'm reaching down, I'm a little off or something like that. And that practice, while good, like technically, I'm just figuring out the part that I really want, just the ability to just kind of like let go, be in the moment, just accept whatever my arm and hand and all that are doing, and just focus on, okay, I'm throwing to that basket, that type of like intuitive feel, I guess.
Yeah,
that only
sure.
comes with playing on the course, or playing under pressure and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all stuff I knew before, but I'm finally starting to feel it, and that's a pretty good place to be in, at least I feel like.
Nice.
So hopefully one day that can translate all the way to tournaments and leagues and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a whole nother step. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. At least that's how I feel like that. Most of the time, you're.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I feel like there's different schools of thought too. Some people like I imagine, Tyler, you're kind of like this, where it's more just a vibe thing, like if you got the right vibe that day, you're just kind of like riding that wave and going with it. And then other people are just like the competitive instinct kind of carries them through that part of the game where they're just
I'm a
so
little bit of
focused on
both.
winning. Yeah, so that's probably you, Jaime, right? Like you're.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I have
the-
8 siblings, so being competitive is like basically in my blood. We're always trying to be the best in something, but yeah, being like if I'm in the moment, I mean, I'm gonna carry that out as far as I can, and also like like I said, being competitive. So it's just a mixture of the both.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It's like,
the putting thing that you touched on is interesting, like the practice putting versus playing putting. Because I've definitely gotten myself in trouble where I practice putt too much and I develop like a really nice practice putt, but then you get in a pressure situation and you're like, wait, this isn't what I want to do. Like, this doesn't feel comfortable. Like, where are my 10 practice putts before I got to hit this real putt?
right.
So mine, I kind of ended up like almost not practice putting, like, period, and just letting my body do what I know it can do. And that was when I saw the greatest like jump in my putting performance, which I don't know, I can't really recommend because I mean, I have thousands of hours of putting practice, so I wouldn't say don't practice putting, but you can get to the point where I think it can be detrimental, like getting in too much in your head.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a weird like yeah, I think we talked a little bit about just the dichotomy kind of the game before of what I consider again just like the vibe type players and then like the hyper focus type players. And I feel like some of the very very best players or the players that well maybe not the very best cuz let's be honest the Paul McBests that are out there, Eagle McMahon, they're all, from what I can tell, just hyper focus, competitive driven, very focused on their game while they're playing, especially seeing them
it's a
live in
different level.
tournament. Yeah. So maybe I can't say the very best, but I would say some of my favorite players, say like the Nate Sextons and people like that, Simon, who kind of switch on and off between the two mindsets, like hyper focus when they're throwing or driving or setting up their shot, but then when they're in a position to do something creative or they're outside of an element that they're in an element they're not usually in, to let that kind of like vibe, that kind of feel type play kick in. And just seeing the way people juggle that, it's just really fun to watch. It's fun to be on the same card as, because then you get somebody to do something cool and laugh and enjoy that, or say, oh man, that was ridiculous. How would you even go for that, type thing, instead of just playing the odds or something like that. So
It like epitomizes Simon.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think long term I'm trying to get to that point, especially as, to be honest, my goal isn't to become a professional disc golf player and tour and win pro tournaments. It would be super sick if I could, and I would love to get there. But my personal journey is more just to have as much fun as I can, to build community as much as I can, this podcast being one of those things. And it's just cool because I haven't really felt that kind of balance before, or really seen the benefits of the other side that is like, oh, I know that I can get better by being hyper competitive, but that's not really where my heart really is. So it's cool that over this past few months I've been feeling the other side of it a lot more. So
Nice.
yeah, I know that's a super long explanation just to say that I'm vibing, but
Yeah, he's vibing, dude.
but yeah, I think that pretty much encapsulates what I'm saying, is that I've just been vibing on disc golf lately, and it's felt really cool. So yeah, so that's been awesome. But yeah, I also wanted to kind of check in because we have since last time we talked, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the off season, which is insane. I feel like this off season has been super. I mean, it's been super exciting and super interesting to see kind of all the player moves going on. I feel like it's been such a quiet year because we can't attend tournaments. We don't see like huge galleries and all that stuff. It's been such a quiet 2020 season. And then the off season hit, and then there's just all these player movement announcements, which we usually get, but maybe I'm just starved for that kind of
I think it's been more.
Yeah.
I agree. At least more like high profile. Like it feels like disc golf's growing up. It's so exciting.
It is definitely
Like
growing.
Nolan Arenado went to the Cardinals. That's huge news. Like
Yeah.
James Conrad goes to MVP. That's huge news. Like it's like a sport.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Sport.
It's
like a thing now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody talks about when we get highlight clips on ESPN and having some broadcasts come out. That's all cool, but yeah, it feels there's a echo. I feel like the echo of all these big announcements and everything seems to extend further and further as more people get in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just have thousands and thousands more people on Twitter and Insta and, you know, even on YouTube, like people like me covering all this stuff. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. So that being said, I did kind of want to pick you guys' brain about some of these moves. I mean, we're already talking about Conrad, so we might as well just jump straight in. Who would have seen him going to MVP? Like, I thought when he went to Innova, I thought, all right, there it is. That just made sense.
Innova lifer.
Yeah, it totally, for me, it just made sense for some reason. I don't know what gave me the inclination, but I guess I was just having some kind of like Climo vibes or something. Like he got the AVR and that fit perfect for him. And so, yeah, which I guess he never really, I mean, he was throwing that AVR pretty well, his signature AVR for a little while. But,
JK.
Yeah, the JK one, yeah.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it was like maybe a little bit too stable for him to start out because he was so used to throwing flippy stuff and is such a touch player that.
Yeah, I'm curious if he got some old, like I'm sure he got some beat up stuff from other teammates and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's so dependent on those really beat putters because he doesn't have a elite forehand for the skill that he is. So he obviously has an elite putter throw. Everybody knows that. So he's got to have something that fills that gap.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that fit was maybe not as natural as we thought. I mean, I doubt the reason for him moving is because he doesn't like the AVR, but I'm sure it has more to do with, you know, what MVP had to offer for him either monetarily or that he's going to a brand that he can be the star in or one of the main stars.
That's why I think he went there. Honestly, like, I mean, Innova sponsors a lot of people, like a lot. And the dude just win US? No, what did he just win?
Year.
He won USGC the year before that.
2019, yeah.
It's crazy how they let someone go like that.
Yeah. I really hope it works for MVP and for James. I mean, it's only better for the sport if, like, Discraft took a big chance when they sponsored like half the freaking MPO and FPO field. And it seems like it's working. Like their sales, at least from my completely ignorant eyes, looks like it's working pretty well. And if more companies are willing to shell out the bucks to grab some big players, it's only good things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess I should have seen this coming a little bit. I mean, with all the advertising that MVP was doing on major tournament coverage, like Disc Golf Pro Tour,
Yeah,
they were a
that's true.
major sponsor. They were always running
You
banger
got the
ads.
MVP Open.
Yeah, true. It did seem like they were getting pretty aggressive as far as their advertising and marketing strategy seemed to be pretty aggressive. So I don't know. I guess I just assumed that they would continue on that path and be more of the brand itself rather than the players and just develop that. So let's be honest. I mean, actually, I was going to say MVP probably has the best ads in the game just because of the music, the bangers that they put in there.
They are pretty fire.
And the animations that they have are so crisp and clean.
The advertising in general's gotten pretty stout, though.
Yeah. I did then just remember the Discmania mystery box ad with the Thanksgiving Day and all that.
That was ridiculous.
I like it.
That was so sick.
And the latitude stuff from the ESPN coverage was pretty sick too. Like everybody's putting their money in to look like a real company. It's sweet.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I guess I just kind of assumed they were going to continue going that route. I mean, I know that they have a team, but I don't know. It seemed like they were kind of picking up more like local heroes and stuff like that, and like building a little bit more at the street level, kind of like like a West Side type thing or something like that. But anyways, just a huge move, I guess. Just saying, hey, Discraft, we're out here too. we can buy stars as well. So,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I mean, if nothing else, we got a couple spicy memes, a couple spicy MVP memes. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't be recommending this page to people because it can get a little extra spicy, but the Disc Golf Humor Facebook page,
pretty good.
They drop a lot of hot fire memes on that page.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Maybe 18 and over, but yeah, it's quality.
Right. Yeah. Parental guidance suggested.
Is advised.
Let's say that. Yeah. There you go. That one.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, it's already produced some pretty amazing things. I am kind of curious what's going to go on with the molds. Like what? Just thinking about what Conrad throws.
Boom. I mean, I'm calling it right now. He's gonna get like three big molds that are like his molds basically, and they're gonna do whatever plastic in it. I'm gonna say he's gonna get the Ion in whatever plastic it is that he likes.
Okay, which the Ion is their like neutral putter, right?
Yeah, like in the middle of the two basically, and then he's gonna get a mid. Don't know what. I knew when he was on Innova, he threw a purple MD4 like a lot, and he also threw an FD, a Night Strike. So I don't know. Maybe he'll get a Tesla, and then I don't know what the other one will be. But
yeah, he threw the Thunderbird a lot too.
Yeah, but yeah, I think he's gonna get the Tesla as a signature disc and the Ion, and I'm willing to put a beer on that, honestly.
I don't know if I want to take that bet. That sounds pretty good.
Bet.
All right.
We're gonna start a pool now here. Okay, so let's see. We're formulating this on the spot, but do we want to do?
He's getting some discs.
Let's do 3 picks for signature disc. Each one right is worth a point. Most points wins. Do we want to do within? Let's see, the season's like about to start. Do we just want to do over the 2021 season and see at the end? Or do we want to do like within the next 4 months?
He'll get a signature soon. Soonish, I'll bet.
All
so
right,
that it'll spell for his 2021 year.
We'll figure out the fine details in post, but yeah, let's go 3 picks. So I said Ion,
the Tesla, and I'll just throw this in there. The Vector.
The Vector. Okay. So for
Okay.
those of you who are not aware of the MVP lineup, much actually like myself, to be honest, I have the flight chart pulled up right in front of me.
Yep. Right here as well.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, the Ion is like their mid
So Jaime's
stability
going
putter.
straight discs pretty much.
yeah.
Ion straight, Vector's straight to stable mid, and the Tesla is straight to stable fairway. It
Right.
looks like.
Hmm.
Oh, I guess Tesla's a distance driver. Oh man, sorry, the comments are going to be mad at me. Oh, it's a Discmaniacs podcast. Nobody knows what we're talking about anyway.
I mean, yeah, it's fine.
All right, Dave, what you got?
You know, the absolute safety bet for me would be just to select all 3 putt and approach, because he
Get a
did
point.
start with a signature putter on Innova, but maybe I feel like people that throw MVP, I'm trying to get in the head of an MVP thrower and what they would be psyched to see, or what they feel like would be missing, like how they're gonna use the brand to pull people in.
Well, and he might get his own new discs too.
Ugh. I mean, yeah, that probably would
They'll
be
do
it.
that
If-
right away.
Maybe. I mean, maybe by the end of the year. Probably not right away, but I'm sure they have stuff coming out this year, and they just, if he likes it, that's his disc now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So I'm going to go with the Amp, which is their flippy fairway. I'm going to go with, oh man, I feel like the Inertia. Yeah, I'm going to go Amp Inertia, which is another flippy driver.
He's going the flippy route. Okay.
Yeah. But I
No,
do
stick
like
with it. I like
the
it.
mid. I do like the mid suggestion. I'm going to go with the Tensor for my mid pick.
Okay. So stable, understable.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so we're okay. You guys all pick different discs. I'll keep with that, I guess.
You don't have to. You can.
No, it's good. I'll go with that. I'll
Hedge
go
your bets.
anode, the flippy mid, or the flippy putter,
Yeah.
and then let's see here. Where am I? The shock. No. Volt. Did anybody say Volt?
No. I think
That
we're
looks-
good because
that
I
looks
went
fun.
with the Amp.
That looks Thunderbirdy. And then we'll go Photon.
The Photon, nice. All right. Well,
Can I
Alright.
change? Can I change?
No.
nope, it's too
my
late.
putter? Okay, I just want to change the putter.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
would have taken.
Go
I'll
ahead
take
with
the
putter.
Ion then. I'm taking the Ion.
You're gonna
Okay,
take
you're
the
gonna take it.
Ion.
Cool,
Okay.
cool. I'm just gonna go with the putter that's not even on the damn list. It's gonna be a whole new putter, like just made for him.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I
Thinking
see how it's going.
thinking outside the box.
All right, I'm going
Yeah.
Ion. I'm
That's
Oh yeah, I'm
taking
pumping
your
for birdie. I'm pumping for birdie with this one for
It's a
sure.
bold move, Cotton.
Uh huh.
He cages at $5.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm about to hit my head on the cage with it.
You know what? If you're right and you win, I'll double down. I'll double that. If you're right on that, that deserves an
I'll
extra
send you my
beer.
order now. I'll
Yeah.
send you my order now.
Bro, I live by Portland, okay? If you
Oh, I
win,
know you
you're
do.
getting some fire beers from me.
You
So,
got some choices.
Yep, it's true. I got Rogue out here. I got Deschutes. I got
Want
all
some
kinds
Devil.
of things. Yep.
Well, you got Stone out there? Is that in your area? That's what I'm drinking right
That's
now.
Cali.
SoCal.
Oh, that's Cali. Okay.
Yep. Yes, sir. All right, sick. Well, I am not going to remember that because I didn't write anything down, but I will write it down.
It's
after,
on. It's on record.
afterwards. Yeah, we'll come
Yeah.
back. It'll be fine. Okay, sick. But yeah, I mean, that one's
Hey, in the-
huge.
Oh, sorry, real quick. In the comments, if anybody else has guesses, I'll send you a beer if you're right.
Oh, do they have to just get one right?
No, they got to beat our point totals.
Okay, they got to win. All right,
They
fair
got to
enough.
win the bet.
If you're
We got
anywhere
some-
on Team MVP though, you don't qualify.
If you have insider information that's illegal, and the SEC will come for you.
Yeah. We're gonna call the FBI and have you arrested. So
Wait, SEC? That's
my
not
dad
right.
works for
FCC.
Nintendo, so just
Stop it! Don't get me excited like that. Does he really? Sorry,
Yeah,
off
bro.
topic, but
Amazing.
I'm trying to get Goku in Smash, bro.
stop it! I will throw up right now. If anybody listens to this, I am a huge Smash Brothers
Yeah,
player.
if you got some Smash challenges, feel free to send them Jaime's way, because this man is on them sticks. Let's just say that. So, if only Nintendo Online wasn't garbage. But anyways, moving on back to disc golf.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, a couple other interesting moves as well. I mean, new signings. Actually, I think Ezra. I feel like that. Ezra going to Discraft. I feel like for me was my kind of second choice in just like big news that I'm kind of excited about to see what
I'm
they
so
do.
stoked to see that.
Yeah,
He is a phenomenal player. He was throwing
Dude,
a lot of DD3s, so
Yeah, he could have gone anywhere. He had a lot in his bag.
yeah. I think a lot of, well, I mean, I'm sure fans of every brand were hoping he went to their
Yeah,
preferred
he's a
manufacturer.
Greek god, and he murders a disc.
Right.
And he lived out of his freaking Prius. Like
Nice.
what kind of like? That's just like you got to give it to the guy.
That's true. No van, just all
No,
Prius.
Prius. He had a pressure cooker and a Prius. Done.
What an absolute legend.
What a beast.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
just
can
love
make
the
beans
story.
pretty much anywhere, man. So
You can. Beans are not hard.
yeah. And dude, honestly, speaking of cars you can sleep in, Tesla. Tesla
Yeah.
makes a kit that they will sell you with the car or
Ye-
give it to you when you buy your car, and it literally like fits all the like little like cracks everywhere, and you just throw the seats down, and now you got a whole bed
Yeah,
in your car.
that'd be a way to go. It's a little pricey option, but they
Very.
need to make a van. That's a game changer.
I'm trying to get that truck.
Yeah.
That truck looks fire too.
just call it Van X.
It's a Warhog.
Drew Gibson stays unaffiliated, open bag, right?
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
Infinite Disc, right? Infinite Disc, right? Like he's sponsored with Infinite Disc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he like mixed bag. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting. I looked at, again, I hijacked a lot of this. We're looking at a chart of kind of the player moves, and I jacked this from Ulti World, and they have him listed as Legacy. That he was he still sponsored by Legacy last year? I thought he was
Yeah.
just full Infinite.
No,
I
he
thought
was.
he
He
was
had
too.
some legacy. He had some legacy stuff. I think he had a rival in the bag. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not
So he's
sh-
still like partial sponsorship or something like that. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
He
that-
also he was throwing a buzz.
Yeah, I want to see him throw a buzz 450 feet again.
No, there's videos.
I know it's amazing.
Oh, okay. Fountain Hills,
It's-
right? That's the one you're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
completely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he threw. What is that? Is it Memorial? Oh yeah, it was Fountain Hills, but it's just
Yeah.
not that course that he was throwing over the water with the buzz.
Yeah, that was at Vista.
Oh yeah, Vista. That's right. Vista.
Yeah,
Del
that was
Mar.
like that's the dumbest shot I've ever seen. Period.
Yeah, so insanely sick. I really like his YouTube videos where he's just throwing every single brand. Like, oh, what can I putter? What putter can I throw the furthest? Or bid?
Yeah,
or
well,
driver?
that has been kind of cool.
Yeah. So
I'm always mad with his choices, but I still enjoy the content.
Agreed.
If he'd thrown the pure, it would have been game over. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
did
game
you let
over.
him know with a spicy YouTube comment?
I should have. I stay off the comment sections. It's dangerous down there, man.
That's true. That's true.
You never come back.
Yep. That would have been an instant clapback for sure.
Yeah.
So
Drew and I have a history. It's fine. He's the only person in the history of my career that's called me on a foot fault.
wait,
And I
really?
did foot fault. Yeah, I did full foot fault, 100%. I was having like one of the worst rounds of my life, and he's like, "That's a foot fault." And I was like, "Sweet, I get a putt again." I caged it again.
before the rule change, then, huh? Before
Yeah,
you had to take a stroke for it.
No strokes.
Mm,
He was trying to be a nice guy, and I just sucked too much.
those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like any time that I've noticed somebody, again, I'm playing at the amateur level, so take that.
The amps are ruthless.
Let's wait. But I mean, some people are. Some people really are. But every time that I see somebody egregiously foot faulting, I'll usually give them like 2. I'll be like, yo, just so you know, you stepped like a while away from your disc.
Yeah.
And then if it happens again, I'll be like, yo, you did it again. Next time I might have to, like, we
Do
might have to
something about
talk
this here.
because now I'm just not enforcing the rules for like the entire field. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes into play for me. Feel free to tell me I'm an awful person for not
No.
enforcing the rules on the first go.
I feel you on this. Okay, so like if your lead card and the win's on the line, yeah, you call them out on it for sure. How'd they get up there? Cheating? No. Foot faulting every time? No one called it? No, you got to call them on it for sure.
Right.
I think unless it's, I loved the rule change with the piece of paper thing.
Yeah,
Like
same.
that was huge. Like the game doesn't need to be that silly, where 2 inches can really make a huge difference in your shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I think I've probably called like 2 foot faults my entire career. If they're not trying to get an advantage, I'm not calling it. Just straight up. You could roast me. I don't care.
Fair enough. If you get on Liebman's card, just know you can step wherever you want. And
Yeah.
this
You
man
could
will
just
let it
walk
slide.
up to the basket. I don't care.
Yeah, just
I'm a vibe player, bro.
Yeah, you got the big vibe card if you get on the Lieb card. Oh my god, I totally wasted that pun just now. All right, well,
I missed it.
The Lieb card.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Liebman.
Shit.
I'm on the Lieb card.
The
He's on
lead
to something.
card.
Anybody?
I got
okay.
you.
All right, I'll
But
just delete everything I've ever created
no,
in my life.
keep
It's
that.
fine.
You have to keep it.
I have to live with this now.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, a couple other things. I notice just the pure number of Prodigy signs. Like Prodigy has, let's see,
They're still shelling out, man.
yeah, let's see, one. I'm just trying to count like out of how many.
Thomas
is
Gilbert
Prodigy.
is a big one, honestly. And Austin Hannum. Like he was Mr. ESPN.
Yep.
Like, he just had a huge showing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and he's consistent lead and chase card. I mean, so are some of the other people on here, but I mean, like if you're comparing, I always mess up his last name, but Alexi.
Alexis?
Yeah, Alexis. Sorry.
Mondahano?
Moving to Discraft, like, Discraft right now, they're trying to. I mean, it seems like they're just signing only star players, pretty much, just like dropping that guap. But then Hannum kind of like slips through their fingers and goes over to Prodigy, and Prodigy kind of takes him as the star. Interesting stuff.
Was Hannum with?
He was with Discraft, yeah.
Really? Oh, I thought he was with Dynamic.
He's been Discraft like most of his career, I think.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, and he's huge tournament exposure just for Jomez, and even his online presence.
Filthy sidearms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he's a really nice guy too.
Mm-hmm.
I've also heard that.
Yeah, he's pretty active on social media, so I think that helps people kind of get to know him and everything like that. He's got kind of the superstar combo of being a really talented player, being really sociable in person, and also having a social media presence. I mean, that's a hat trick.
That helps.
Yeah.
Any company.
For sure. So
That social media is hard, man.
Yep. Yeah, true.
That is my weakest link.
Well,
Gotta get good.
You're on a podcast, so I mean, you're
true.
doing
I'm
something.
working. I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I got the boomer vibes going.
You're vibing on the booms. It's all right.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
trying. I'm not TikToking though. I don't care what you say.
Hey man, as long as that throw stays as smooth as it
Yeah.
is, that's
I get
what they're paying you for.
I get to stay away from TikTok.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, sweet.
I don't know if anybody gets to stay away from TikTok. Somebody absorbs a TikTok meme and eventually in their life, but you can do your best for sure.
I will try.
Yeah, a couple other like seeing the disc. Yeah, I don't know why, but just seeing another player going over to DGA, Trevor Harbolt from Discraft to DGA. That's kind of interesting.
Noah had a big year.
Yeah, Noah going from Innova to DGA. I'm just going to be honest. I've never thrown a DGA disc. I've picked them up and touched them at my local disc golf shop, but I haven't really thrown any DGA discs.
The Squall is DGA, right?
Yeah.
My first ace ever in my career. Squall. I'm a DGAer.
Oh, okay, nice.
The Squall is actually a sick disc, and anybody should give that a shot. Like, no plug, no nothing. It's just a fun disc to throw.
What is the Squall, anyways?
It's like a mid hybrid or a mid fairway hybrid.
Yeah, it's nice.
You can talk to Brubeck about it. He
that
was all about the Squall, which he should have been. It's freaking sweet.
Okay,
that's the only disc I know from DGA though.
Well, there you go. Everybody go check out a Squall, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm down. I'm down to go check out stuff for sure.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Next time I see one, I'll have to nab it up. If it's not one of those discs I can't get anymore.
It might be. They're really expensive. Some of them are, I think.
Yeah. I mean, so that's pretty interesting. I mean, I know people that are into DGA are really, really heavy into DGA. Like,
they got that cult following.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Because I mean, you have people that say, oh well, I only throw Discmania or I only throw Innova or something like that. But who knows? If they can't get, if they can't get a stock FD, then they're like, all right, well, I don't like Discmania anymore because I can't get a stock FD, and they go pick up a T-Bird or like a Leopard 3 or a Leopard or whatever Latitude. What do you guys have?
You got like Explorer, Musket.
Okay. I'm just asking for my own future reference.
Yeah.
But they go find something else to fill that part of their bag. I feel like a DGA thrower would never do that. They'd be like, "Oh, this isn't a Squall."
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they pick up some people, I wonder how that vibe is gonna continue through. Should title this episode "Vibes," I guess.
Yeah,
obsessed with that word today for some reason. But yeah, if they can retain that kind of cult type following, I guess they're not. Even their disc designs, like their stamps and everything, aren't super flashy or anything. So maybe that's part of it. That they're more just about the discs and the way they fly and not being overly fancy or anything like that. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. But
I'll tell you.
Yeah, but I mean, in the end, we all hope that every disc golf company has plenty of room for growth and success, and everyone can coexist and love each other, as we've talked about before. But so yeah, wishing all these players a lot of luck. I don't know. I guess what do you guys, out of everything that we talked about, what's kind of your personal favorite? Like, what do you think helps kind of push disc golf or push the brand heavier? Like, what duo do you think is the best as far as these moves that go around?
Honestly, I hope Ezra kills it this year.
Agreed.
I think it would send a message. I hope he makes a ton of money. I hope he kills it. I hope other high school students, he's like 20 years old, right?
He's young.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Like, he's not far out of high school.
Yeah, I was thinking he was 19 for some reason, but
Yeah,
he might be.
he
20.
might be. I know he's. Yeah, I was just throwing 20 out because I knew he was young.
Yeah, he's
But
somewhere around there.
he's the epitome of the next generation in my mind, like a true athlete. And I just he's only been playing on tour for a year, and he just signed with Discraft. Like, I hope that sends a message to the next generation that, hey, this is a career. This is a viable option.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, looking through this, I mean, I have a couple things. I think obviously the Conrad move is exciting and interesting and intriguing and makes me tilt my head and wonder.
I think he'll do good, honestly. Like,
yeah, I think after
I-
Paul moved to Discraft and changed his entire bag and was still as dominant as he ever was, I think that pretty much eliminated anybody saying, "Oh, well, now they're gonna suck because they're throwing X brand now."
It's an Archer in the Arrow situation.
Right. Yeah.
but two people that I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't say these two people, but Simon Lazat and Eagle, I think, are gonna have big years. Simon.
I hope
more
Simon
because-
gets well quick.
Exactly. His injury, I think he'll bounce back pretty well. And then Eagle, dude, like this dude, like I talked to him in the off season. He come to the warehouse a few times, and his mentality of like,
Dude, he wants to be the best so hard.
yes, and I just think it's gonna show this year on tour. He is like,
I couldn't agree more.
so just watch out for Eagle, dude. Like, and I think Worlds is what in Utah.
Yeah, elevation.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna shine there.
Yep. I couldn't agree more.
Calling it now.
You're calling out Eagle for world champion this year?
Yeah, he's due, dude.
I'll
He's
take that.
due.
I'll
He's
take that
definitely
as
due.
well.
Yeah.
That kid is driven. He's talent beyond talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll be very surprised when I'm 40, which is in like 15 years or something, 10 years.
21 years, you said?
Yeah, 21.
That's what it was, yeah.
Anyways. Well, shorter than I want it to be. But anyways, but basically by the end of his career, if he doesn't have at least 3 or 4 world championships, I will be extremely surprised. Like something very wrong has to happen in order for that destiny to not be fulfilled.
Or Paul
I
and
feel like.
Ricky just need to keep being insane.
Yeah,
and
I mean-
Eagle just needs to not punch the ground. Sorry, Eagle. Love you, dude. But that one was coming.
I mean,
No,
that's pretty much it. I'm really glad that the whole disc golf strong kind of brand came through. I'm sorry
He's
that
all
I
about
don't know that guy's name.
Seth Muncie.
Thank you. I'm glad Seth kind of came into the scene and provided a lot of our athletes better, more specialized physical therapy and exercise routines and stuff like that. Because I feel like injuries in our sport were so rampant because we didn't have that. And especially for guys like Eagle and Simon that are taller guys, lengthier guys, it's just proven that they get more injuries. Just that's how it works.
Well, and they also throw the disc 600 feet.
Right.
Like, disc golf is not some like, oh, I'm going to go in the park and throw frisbees. Like, it's a violent freaking sport.
Yeah.
Like, I've had way more injuries playing disc golf than I did playing baseball. Like,
sure.
not even close.
Really?
Way more.
Oh, dude.
Just like not like injuries, but like nagging pains. Like, it's just more. And I'm also old now. I guess that's part of it. But I just, it's a very, like, your body goes through a lot of torque to throw a disc far.
Yeah. And it's all asymmetrical. Like,
Yeah, it's joints. It's like, it's a lot of torque in ways your body's not supposed to deal with that torque.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'm really glad for that coming in because I think that secures all these young players, including Eagle. It secures their future even more. Because I think when I was alluding to something really bad having to happen, I think that's the only thing that could really stop him would be just not taking care of his body or, being reckless and injuring
I
himself
feel
in
like
some way.
I feel like he takes more care than most pros
For sure.
from what I've seen.
Yeah,
Like,
his diet is really clean. You know, he's
He-
obviously exercising
Yeah.
and doing all the stuff with Seth and disc golf strong. So yeah, I mean it's only looking, his future is looking so bright. Got to wear like
Yeah.
3 pairs of shades for that bad boy. So
and then same with the same topic. I hope that Simon, because man, Simon's just so good for the sport, such a
Mhm.
charismatic entertainer,
oh, for sure.
and I hope he gets his body right. I mean, he's young, he's got time,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
young,
sure.
young enough for sure.
Yeah, I would love for, as the sport continues to grow. I mean, right now we've got Sexton and Coling and Ulibarri, like as our 3 announcers and
Voices.
broadcasters right now. But I
Yeah.
think the next generation, I'm really hoping it includes Simon for
Yeah.
sure.
Simon
And,
is entertaining for sure.
yeah.
He'll be the color guy.
Exactly.
They did this cover, him and Eagle, and they're just talking crap to each other, like while
I-
they.
I watched that.
Yeah, and it's so funny. Like I thought that was really good, but some people were
Yeah.
like, "Can these guys?" They're probably thinking like, "Can these guys shut up?" Like I'm trying to watch disc golf. But yeah, I enjoyed it. That
Yeah.
was before I worked for Discmania, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would really like to see them. I mean, honestly, that I kind of miss the Simon, Eagle, and Eric Oakley trio, like all the content that they would do and their banter and everything. I'm kind of hoping
Yeah.
that somehow they find their way back together, like after they've all accomplished everything that they want to accomplish and achieve their dreams, that they have a nice little landing net of whether it's something like the Disc Golf Network, if it's online, or if we go towards more national broadcasting and stuff like that, whatever the future holds for disc golf in general. I'm hoping that blows up, just not only to grow the sport, because that's obviously very important, because that means more courses, that means more discs and more releases and a bunch of cool stuff happening along with it, but just for the people that are making a living out of the sport, that do entertain us day in and day out, that they have something to fall into, like a football player, like
Like a
like
Tony
Tony
Romo.
Romo going
Yeah.
and becoming a broadcaster. Like that's
For sure.
that's what I want for our guys. So
and he is like my favorite broadcaster, honestly. for
Yeah,
football.
he is so good.
yeah, he's hot fire.
Side
Sure.
note, yeah.
Nope.
Dude, he's like the great predictor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even Facebook comments like him, which is crazy because
It is. They
Facebook-
like him a lot more now that he doesn't play football, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean,
dude. There's so speaking of memes, there's some spicy memes about that guy. He finally
yeah,
made
yeah.
football. Sorry.
yeah, I got to get our social media platforms figured out and start getting pages so we can start posting some stuff we're talking about. So look for that coming in the future. But
You got a meme-worthy page coming.
yeah, just when we talk about stuff so people can check it out. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can just literally Google Tom Brady meme and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. But so yeah, I mean, overall, I agree with just Tyler, your general sentiment, and kind of retouching on what I just talked about was just the future of disc golf with these movements, with these new signings. I think it only strengthens the game. I mean, let me throw out there that I'm glad I don't see any Discmania movement on here. So, hey, we out here.
Yes, sir.
Loyal bunch.
Yeah. So, take that, Discraft.
Yeah.
But
No latitude on here either, which I
That's
don't know
true,
how.
yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
They kept Tyler.
well, yeah, they
Big
bumped me up. They didn't just keep me, Jaime.
Yeah, big move. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying.
I'm kidding.
big
I'm
move.
kidding. I'm one of these peons that nobody knows about. It's okay. My time will come.
They gonna know. They're gonna know.
They gonna know.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, guys. I mean, one last thing I wanted to touch on with you guys was that Madison Walker decided
yeah.
to I guess, discontinue her career with Innova, which is kind of crazy. Like, I have really mixed emotions about it. I feel like Madison was, whenever I watch FPO, like if I see her name on the card, I try to watch just because, I don't know, something about her game, just the way she throws, her general attitude and approach to the game.
She's like a Simon. She's just like happy
Yeah.
go lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
also
really
performs.
Oh yeah, and a phenomenal player. I would kill for that sidearm.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
so apparently was it her finger, I think it was,
yeah.
on her throwing hand, that
Yeah.
that was towards the end of last season, I think, and so she put the tour kind of on hold so she could recover from that. And then now I guess COVID was kind of part of the decision for her to not start touring at the beginning of this season, and maybe in the off season as well. But
Yeah.
to just see her completely drop from Innova is like, I don't know.
Well, she says I have an announcement for a later date. Other things are in the works. So maybe we can keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully her finger injury was sustained in 2019, so it's something she's been dealing with for a little bit.
I didn't even know that. I only saw when she stopped touring that it was related to a finger injury, so I didn't even know that it's been an ongoing thing.
Walker took time off from competing in 2020 after the season restarted due to coronavirus safety. She had a top 10 finish in Las Vegas and has also been continuing to nurse a lingering finger injury from 2019. So hopefully she's getting that worked out and she's got info for us later.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if at the very least, because I'm pretty sure Madison, didn't she do some Disc Golf Pro Tour commentary? I feel like she did some stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I know she did quite a bit of commentary on like either Jomez or Central Coast with Paige.
Oh, okay. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Because, yeah, I remember her with Paige.
She might have done live too, but I know she's done quite a bit of post.
Yeah, I can't remember who was with Valerie when they were doing the FPO. But anyways, again, much like what I'm talking about with the other players, with all these young players and everything like that, hopefully, even if it's not touring, I hope she finds a place in the disc golf world to continue to support herself and her family and everything like that. I hope disc golf takes care of her, because she's provided the sport a lot, at least for me personally, and I think that's why I'm so emotional about it, man.
Dude, for real, everybody loves her. She's just the best.
Yeah. So yeah, all the best to her. I think I speak for all three of us when I say we're definitely looking forward to hearing what is next for her in her professional career. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens there. All right, boys. Well, that's all I had for us today during this episode of the Discmaniacs podcast. Thank both of you guys. Thanks for joining me again. Looking forward to our next episode. Anything you guys want to drop for plugs or anything like that before we sign out of here?
No, but real quick, sorry, before we sign out, one thing I want to talk about is this All-Star thing. I think it's pretty dang cool they're doing something like that. Like every major league sport that we watch has like an All-Star weekend or something along those lines, or Pro Bowl for the NFL. But yeah, they're doing this doubles thing, which is great, which I think goes live this weekend. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not just being favorite towards Eagle, but he's with the robot Chris.
That team is
Dickerson.
nasty.
That dude don't miss putts.
Dude, that team is going to dominate. Calling it with you.
Yes, and
also hometown. Oh my gosh, I just blanked on her name. I feel so bad.
Oh,
Missy Gannon. And who's she playing with?
I think she's playing with Paige, maybe, right?
No, she's like 5th seed, so she's playing with somebody else in the middle. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Anyway, she's my pick.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, no, real quick. Okay, here we go.
I don't remember.
It's okay. Don't go anywhere. All-Star Weekend update. Here we go. All right, so the All-Star Weekend's happening, and so the pairs are Katrina Allen with Jessica Weiss, Hokum with Kona. Shout out to Kona. And then you got Heather Young with Haley King and Missy Gannon. No, sorry, Haley King with Missy Gannon and Heather Young with Paige Pierce.
Yeah, Haley King, Gannon, game over.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
read that. Sorry, it's all labeled here wrong. What I'm looking at, but Kona's with Katrina,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
Hokum's with Jessica. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
this banner is a little confusing because
Yeah, they could have done a little better with that.
I'm
Come
trying.
on,
I'm trying to
Pro
read like
Tour.
left to right. They got like 2 players stacked on each side. It's a little awkward, but
On the MPO side, Jones, Wysocki,
I don't know.
Heimberg,
I'm
Gerthy.
just rooting for Kona because
Well, I mean,
I'm-
obviously, always Kona.
yeah.
Well, she's a hometown girl.
I'm
I've
rooting
been
for Team Coco.
I'm
I'm
camping
Team
with
Coco
Kona
to
since she
death.
was like 6 years old. Like,
Okay.
no joke.
Yeah, I met her at Ukaipa Open one year, a couple years ago, and got to play on a card with her. She was super funny. Her dad was hanging out the whole time, cracking jokes and stuff like
Shout
that.
out to Jeff.
Just
Jeff
yeah,
is the
Jeff
man.
Panis. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
They're legit.
They're awesome. I met. So it's funny. When I lived in SoCal, I met Kona and Jeff and her mom Denise, and they're all just lovely people. And yeah, I always hung out with a lot with them, and yeah. So
yeah.
that's why I'm
So
rooting for Kona.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Kona for sure. And Katrina Kona, that's
gonna be
pretty
good.
powerful. Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
The favorites probably Paige and Heather, just because Paige.
Yeah.
Well, Heather's an insane putter, but they play worse disc, and Heather does
Oh.
not have distance.
Oh, I didn't even know it was worst disc. I thought
Yeah, I
it
They're
didn't
was
playing
know
best
either.
and worst.
Oh,
Like alternating, like holes.
No, like front 9 best, back 9 worst.
Oh,
Huh.
So
I'm tuning in for sure.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. But the
out
distance
here.
difference between Pierce and Young that's maybe the biggest in the whole field.
Really? Oh, okay.
Very
'Cause
interesting.
Heather is not known for the distance, but she can putt.
Keep your eyes on that.
Yeah, I'm
That'll be
freaking stoked.
interesting.
I'm watching that for sure.
Yeah,
And then Dickerson and McMahon are just gonna destroy everyone. I think.
Yeah.
Robot putter, monster of a driver, easy.
Yeah.
Like,
Just game over.
I mean,
Yeah.
Eagle's also a great putter.
I think
But-
even
Yeah,
on worst disc, I think both of them.
Yeah, step out the way, Macbeth.
Man, I don't know. That is so tough.
The MPO is so stacked.
Yeah, this is really tough stuff because
It's
Kevin
so
and Ricky.
And
Ooh,
Macbeth and Conrad even it's just really gonna be fun.
yeah,
This will
I'm
really
excited.
also. I'm back to the whole Conrad thing. This will
Uh-huh.
really show what he's working
Oh
with.
yeah,
Oh,
Ben,
true.
first showing.
There we go.
Did you
Way to
think-
tie it all back together, Jaime.
Juicy.
Yeah. He's even holding a MVP disc in his
They've
in the
done
banner.
well. Good
So
job.
they're already getting new pictures.
Yep,
Good job,
I see
Disc
that.
Golf Pro Tour.
I see that
Proud of you.
overmold.
Yeah, we see you out here getting those overmold pics.
The flowing
Nice.
hair.
Very nice. All right, boys. Well, anything else before we get out of here?
Yes. Want to shout out my course record at Budweiser. Great course. There've been some big names that went and played that course so far.
That's true.
And
Colorado is stacked. It's the off season.
my record, my 948 record, 8 down there is
Ooh,
still
yes,
holding.
Sir. Let's go.
So yeah, shout out to that.
8 down on 9 holes, right?
No.
18.
Wait, 18. Oh, I did
18,
that last
18,
time
18.
too. I
You
was
did
like,
do that last time.
Oh my god.
It's a great course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Uh,
pretty much it for me.
Well,
I
we'll
got
just wait
nothing.
till
Thanks
Eagle
for
rolls
joining.
into town, and then yeah,
I appreciate y'all listening.
yeah, for sure.
As always.
For sure. All right. Well, if you're already listening, you already know where to find the podcast, so I won't make that that announcement. But if you are listening on somewhere other than YouTube, I would appreciate if you went over to my YouTube channel, Thunder Disc Golf, all separate words, and drop me a little subscribe, and maybe a little like and a comment.
Support the man.
Maybe ring the bell every once in a while. Who knows? Maybe get a little
Ring that
crazy. So yeah, go check that out, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, that has been it for us. Thank you guys for listening, as Jaime and Tyler have already said. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Later.
See ya.